All right, back here in the kitchen with Miles Vance from
Welcome to Moe's!
Love
yes,
it
sir.
here.
Love you, Chris. Yeah.
Oh, appreciate you being here, man.
Absolutely, my man.
You
Absolutely.
know, you and Amy covered a lot of ground when
We
were
did.
talking about
We
all
did.
the different catering options you
I
have.
get excited.
You do get excited, and you should get excited
I
because
do.
you've got a great product.
I do. You know, we've been doing this 8 years, and I've been in the restaurant industry a long time, and I love our product. I think our product can go up against anybody's product, but not just our product. You know, we have great specials too. So
Right.
on a Sunday, I'm feeding your kids, right? So if you
Okay.
come in as a family, I'm feeding your kids all day.
Ah.
And then on Monday, we call it Mo
Moe's
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
best day of the week in my opinion. Kind of take that Monday edge off, but you can get a burrito, chips and salsa, a full-size burrito for $7.99.
Oh, wow, that's a great deal.
But then on Wednesday, Wednesdays, that's kind of that night where it's like, oh, we're halfway through
Yeah,
the
we're
week.
trying to get to the
What are we gonna do?
weekend.
Honey, what are we going to do for dinner? And
Right.
I got the idea.
Okay.
After 5 p.m. every Wednesday, we're doing $5.99 bowls or
Ooh.
$5.99 burritos.
Ooh.
So you can't beat that.
You really
know what I
can't.
mean? You think about it. You go in, make a burrito out of a full-size burrito out of all the food that we
Yes.
have to offer.
Right.
$5.99.
And it'll be the size of a football. It really will.
It really
You
would
can
be.
draw back and throw it. You really could. It's
That'd
that
be an
big.
awesome throw.
Well,
a little queso on it, but no, anyways. But it's we do a lot of things for our community, and I was just telling somebody in the studio that we don't just sit here and serve food. We don't just sit here and we're not just a business. We're a place where you can call me and say,
Right.
hey, I'm feeding these kids that don't get fed a whole lot. What can you do to help me? I'm one of these people that believe that you can't outgive.
Right.
I am who I am. You can't outgive God, and I believe that when you serve people, you got to also take care of people too.
Right.
So, like last week, I got that big order, and then I had a group text me and say, hey, these young ladies ain't been fed all year in their sports, and can you help them? I said, yeah, come pick up the food. So the day that we did that 1,100, I was donating food to 20 girls because they didn't get fed during the year. Because I believe when you give, it always comes back in return.
Right.
And like I said, we're more than just a restaurant. We're more than just a place you come to eat a burrito. We're a place that that you got your buddy Miles or your buddy Andrew saying, hey, let me help you out. Let's be a part of the community.
and you said something to one of our guests just a moment ago as they were leaving. You said you stay within your four walls to take care of your business, but you go outside those four walls to take care of everything.
Everybody.
else.
Yeah, so let's be honest. In today's world, in the business world, in the restaurant world, the four walls basically can pay your bills most of the time,
Right.
but I don't flourish in the four walls. I love my four walls, but I like to get out in the community because that's how you're going to be able to make it in the long run.
Right.
Those first 10 years that you open a business, it is the hardest 10 years
hard.
of your life. And we're coming up on 10 years in about a year and a
Man,
half.
that's fantastic.
So, I believe in going to a community event,
Right.
bringing some of my queso, because let's be honest, if I walk into a room with chips and queso and salsa, everybody's going to be smiling, and they're going to be like, oh, that big guy from Moe's brought some good stuff. So that's the thing that I try to tell people is that while you can do well in a restaurant, you got to get out and sell it. You got to get out and not just sell the product, you got to sell yourself too. And you got to be involved in your community, and you got to be involved in, if you got a group that needs help, help them.
Right.
I'm not saying that we say yes to everything. I'm going to be honest, we don't.
Right.
But I also say yes more than I ever say no. And and that's truly how we believe as a
really
restaurant,
like that.
because Mo stands for something. It stands for musicians, outlaws, entertainers. And that means everybody is welcome at Mo's.
Oh man, and I'm going to tell you something. You were talking about selling your product. I think your product sells itself.
Absolutely.
Because it's that good.
Yeah, so I bring it in, I set it up. You don't have to do anything. That's the key to this whole thing, and that's why I'm here for the holidays. Because everybody's going to be. I was talking to Amy and they're talking about how she's had to cook for 40 people and stuff like that.
Stress away.
I want to take that stress away.
Right.
Let me have that stress, okay? Because it don't stress me. I love doing what I do.
Right.
So let me take that stress away from you. So on Friday, when you're tired from making all that turkey and eating all that stuff and turkey gumbo, turkey sandwiches, call Moe's or come to Moe's in Bristol, get a family meal kit, bring it home. You can throw everything away, or if you've still got family in town, do a catering and we'll bring it to you, or you can pick it up, guys. And we're simple. And our cost isn't that bad. You can get a taco bar, 2 meats, and all of this for $10 a head.
There you go, Miles.
Thanks, buddy. I love you guys.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
so much. Folks, it is Moe's Southwest Grill right up there at the Pinnacle. They got so much going on. They're out there helping the community, and they got amazing food. Give them a call today.